We're filming on the iPad. We're gonna be looking at all kinds of weird shit, like, because it's so easy to look.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to look at yourself instead of at that thing.
Hi, us.
Hi.
We're so cute. Okay. Okay, so Ashley has been here. This is your 4th day? Monday. Does Monday count?
What is today?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Does Monday count? I don't know.
I
She
would
got
think
here
so.
like half a day. Yeah. Yesterday I went to pay for a lottery ticket and the lady was like, "It's closed." And I was like, "They don't have a lottery today. I thought it was Monday."
They don't have anything
she
today.
was like, "It's Wednesday." I was like, "Oh." It's because we've been very busy.
Yeah.
What has your favorite part been so far?
Last night was fun, but it was a little much. It was a little scary.
Last night we went to a haunted house. Guess what? We're pussies. We're chicken, dude. We're like, that's not even...
Well, those people that they let in after us, the dude kept shoving his girlfriend in front of him. I was like, what a jerk.
No.
Yes.
Boys.
No.
You need to reach down there and grab them and soldier on.
Yes.
The banana went first for us.
Yeah. Thank God.
And we imported a boy
Yeah.
to put behind
He
Ashley.
failed.
He didn't want to be rude and get up.
Okay, but here's the thing. Boys, if a girl or one of her friends invites you to a haunted house because she says, "Hey, we need another boy," that is giving you permission.
Yes, get on it.
Like, it's okay.
Yes.
In that situation, it's okay.
That's a green light.
Yeah.
A red light is when she gives you a fake number.
That's a red light.
You might
not find out till afterwards.
Actually, if you're a very good investigator, that's a yellow light. It just slows you down. But
I don't recommend that.
Oh, you don't stalk? I stalk.
Oh, yeah.
In today's world,
but I don't
not?
let them know.
Well, yeah, that's why it slows you down. It's not a full-on red. It's a yellow. Anyway, so we go.
Mm-hmm.
Tail in the video. Molly!
And because Sonia has red hair, this man outside has taken a liking to her.
He put his... in my ear, he, like, put his mouth in my ear and said something weird, but I can't even tell you what he said because all I heard was this.
And he wanted your fingernails
And he wanted
and
my
your hair.
which are looking good today, but not steal them good.
Yeah, and then, okay, we leave the haunted house, and you would think that they shouldn't be able to leave their property. Like, once you're off the premises...
Bitch followed us!
Yeah.
Okay.
He was at that door the second we got out of the haunted house. You don't come out the same door. You come out a different door.
Way. Okay, well, let me just tell you, because I'm an idiot. We'll go on record. I'm going to cross Ashley here.
Oh.
Or these shoes. Guess what? This is the kind of mistake a girl in a horror movie makes, because you can't run.
Well,
in these
and
shoes.
there was 3 flights of stairs, so I thought you were going to either poop your pants
or die.
Yeah.
If I would have died, Ashley would have died too, because she was attached to my bra.
Yes, I was not letting go.
For
dear life.
In like the second room, she goes, I'm like, that's my bra. She's like, I know! She just, like, full on.
That was the easiest. I mean,
it was good. It was fun.
I mean, that was the best thing to grab onto without, like, full-on molesting.
We had previously discussed,
yeah.
Even molestation was okay. I was like, we're going to get inappropriate clothes, because
at this point,
in that house, it's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to go. Like, we got in, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, outside, I was like, I don't... Because that guy was standing right outside, and I was like, I don't know.
Animal. Actually, it's dealing with the animals. No. Okay.
Because they're hungry.
Yeah.
They want attention.
They're like children. They always want to be fed.
I just thought I was going to poop my pants.
That dude outside scared the world out of me.
Yeah, he started it. He was attached to your hair, like...
He was in it. He was
yeah.
And he touched my feet, and he touched my boots, and he touched my fingers, and he kept putting his...
Yeah.
He kept making his
he was
noise.
dressed as a clown, but it was not like... Yeah, like just...
And, like, only he can make it go for a long time.
Yeah.
And he was, like, all up in there.
This loud, raspy voice. He followed us straight to the front door. And I was, like, in my head, I'm thinking, all right.
If that bitch goes in with us.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't do it.
No.
If he follows us through this entire thing.
The thing is, this is the good thing about him. He scared me so bad, I went in without hesitation. Then I got in,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Ooh, like hold on."
Because they make you stand in a room and wait a minute, and like.
And there's a dude dressed like a priest, and he looks at you like this.
Yeah, but he's standing behind us, and there's a mirror that you can
reflection.
see. I thought either A, somebody was going to come out of the coffin, or somebody was going to come up behind us.
That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "This motherfucker's gonna kill me."
The entire time.
Yeah. It was okay. Then we got to the second
And then
room.
we had to walk up the stairs. And
let's
at that point, I'm like...
Yes, so we had to go upstairs right away. He was like, up these stairs. And it's like, really? You could say the drama for your mama. I'm already scared.
There's no way. I would have sat down. Because I had nobody to grab onto at that point.
You know, it's a good thing because we were going to put the guy, Jared, first, and then Ashley, and then me, and then Amber. But I really wanted to be behind somebody because this is how I do a haunted house.
Yeah.
Like, that's your arm, and this is me.
Yeah.
Just like this. Okay? And, I wanted to be behind somebody, but I didn't want to be in the back, so we wound up putting Amber first, which is good. Amber was a trooper.
She did so well.
She did.
At one point, we were cornered, and they weren't moving, so we had to walk through them, but that's really hard. And Amber, listening to her and me, like, squeal like we're...
No, it wasn't a squeal. Squeals are what cute baby pigs do.
I mean, it was bad.
We were freaking the fuck out.
Because
we were
stopped.
screaming the kind of screams that, like, they pay women to scream in, like, slasher movies.
Yeah. I mean, because we legit had to stop, and I was like, why are we stopping? And so Amber had to put her hands out and be like, all right, y'all need to back up, because...
She laughed.
These two girls are gonna...
The whole time.
Start punching things, I feel like.
I don't even think I would have punched.
I would have... I mean, had you and I had to do that, and Amber, like, was like, oh, I want to go... I don't think we would have got past the clown at the front door.
No.
I would have saw him, he would have came up to you, and I would have been like, done.
I think if it was just us, when we saw the creepy building, it would have been like, ooh, bad idea. Let's just go home.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do this.
Who wants this?
Can we do this in the daytime?
Right. Can you turn all the lights on and have the workers go home? And turn off the animatronics.
Yeah.
And that CD, it's just a little spooky.
Like that creepy girl that was singing, that little girl.
Indecent. It was indecent. And then there was, like, parts where I was so scared, I literally hopped.
Yes. She was jumping.
I was hopping.
Every time, like those loud popping noises, and then you would just start hopping. And I don't know what you thought was going to happen.
It was those electric noises.
Yeah.
And
When you laughed. And her pants were like on the ground and really wide. So as I'm walking behind her, practically humping her ass, like I'm stepping on her pants. So I'm afraid she's gonna topple. And if she goes, I go. And if I go down, I'm not getting back up.
Okay, so that's the bottom of one pant leg.
Yeah.
And I kept going, Ashley, my pants. She was like, I know.
So I was trying to like scoot my.
She was doing like the old lady shuffle, like. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And I was walking like out to the side so I wouldn't kick Amber with my heels. There was twice when she carried me. I think she felt me like freaking out so bad that she just, what she did, because my arms were around her, is she just reached back and grabbed my arms and bent forward so I came off the ground.
Just go.
And then she scurried and I had to actually hold it on.
Yeah, I was not letting go.
I was like, Ashley, hair. She's like, sorry. Like, readjust.
And she's like choking because she's inhaling parts of her hair.
I inhaled my hair.
It was hot. We were sweating. Oh.
I mean, legit, it could have been cold and we would have been sweating. One, because we were scared, and two, because we were like together.
Yeah, we were as one.
Yes, we were. We were.
And they described this haunted house. I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they described this haunted house as Disney-esque.
Palace princesses.
And there's another one called House of Shock that apparently is worse than that because they hire more, like, people and less electronic devices.
Yes. In the House of Shock, almost everything is a person. and they get like nasty touchy, and they're not people like in costumes. Like, okay, when we got cornered, there was a wolf guy thing. He was furry, and my logical brain kept going, he's wearing a stupid costume.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't see
part
him.
of me that was already so scared, I was tweaking. I didn't care. He just scared the world out of me. And he had a little creepy friend with him. That little girl. You saw the girl?
Yeah, because, well, I couldn't, no, because this contact fell
out. Contact early on.
Yeah, within, like, probably the first flight of stairs that we walked up, all of a sudden everything became blurry, and I'm like, great, I'm having, you know, a seizure.
She's like, this is a stroke. I'm dying.
Yeah. But I lost one contact, so out of this eye I couldn't see anything. So I was trying to, like, kneel down in her, but the little girl was over here, and
she looked like the girl from The Ring.
Yeah, and I didn't particularly want to see her. But, I mean, she was like a gymnast, jumping around.
She was creepy. She was. She was like, they hired, like, a tiny, delicate waif of a midget who also happened to be
Amber
a ninja
said
dressed as The Ring.
Yeah, Amber said, I never thought I was afraid of midgets until that woman, because she was crouched down at first.
Because she makes you think that midgets can come from anywhere. Okay, I will make a confession now. I'm a scary person. I think I've talked about this before, but I don't know. But here we go. When I come home, oh God, let's skip this part. When I used to stay with a friend of mine, I would come home and make people talk on the phone with me while I checked all the rooms multiple times to make sure nobody had gotten in.
Really?
Yes. And then, wait, no, it gets worse. And then I would check the kitchen cabinets.
For bitches.
Just for people.
Okay.
For scary people.
See, I'm terrified of leprechauns. So.
A leprechaun can fit in a cabinet? I'm not looking for that,
yes,
though.
that movie, the leprechaun was in the cabinet.
Oh! I don't need... No.
Like
don't
Lucky Charms and... I mean,
Okay, now say... You can't eat Lucky Charms?
I mean, I can, but, like, he was
only
eating them.
Oh, no, he wasn't! That's like some kind of cannibalism.
Yes! Like, he was in the cabinets. And, like, he laughs like a creepy little girl, and he changes voice and stuff. So, I mean, I just...
No.
That was, like, all your fears rolled into one.
I wasn't looking for leprechauns. I was looking for serial killers who had broken in.
That's the thing.
And this is my thought now, and hopefully no serial killer watches this and learns from it, but... If people are going to check the bedrooms and closets, bunch up small into a cabinet. Just give them so I would, like, open them all and leave them open so I could know that they were empty. Well...
If one was closed at one point in the night, you knew.
Well, not to mention, because I am compulsive, even if I check it, if I come in, lock the door, and check it, I still have to keep checking them. Because I keep thinking, wait, I missed one. So if I just open them all, leave them, I can look back at the room and go, I got it.
You got it.
Ooh, going to bed now. But... So this little bitch, though, she convinces me that I was right. Because she could totally have right.
Well, because I thought she was not a human because she was crouched
she was
down.
One of those little, like...
And then when she jumped up on that thing...
Hopped! She hopped! She hopped up on a table thing. Wasn't that like a table?
Yeah, and then I was done.
She was hired probably strictly for her ability to hop. In one full swoop, boop, on a table.
Yeah, I was like,
But then when she got off and came up, it was like, oh no, she's real.
Yes.
Like, this bitch is real.
Okay, every time we go in a new room, Sonia needed to remind us. Yeah, she was helping. She was like, she would survey and then be like, there's a person. Or up a hallway, there's a person right there.
Okay. What I was identifying, let me just say.
Because they wouldn't move at first. And
right.
She wanted,
that's what I was making sure people understood. Because they had a lot of animatronics in this one. So, like, you would have a table,
she needed us to know the difference.
Yes. There would be a room.
But every time she would say
with a person on a table, and like a fake person, and I wouldn't say there's a person. Because that one is only going to get up with a range of, like, 3 feet.
Yeah.
But when I would spot a real person, I was like, person!
Like, when we went into the room with the fat lady on the bed who wasn't real... We start walking, and there's a rocking chair, and there's a man in it. And Sonya's like,
she means call Jerry Springer, we have to remove a wall. That's what that was. It was like
pillow. It was
Lita has to go to the hospital, so we have to get a semi. Like that kind of thing. Okay, go on.
But as we were walking by, Sonya's like, there's a person. So my reaction every time she says that is to open my eyes. Bad reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Bad reaction, because every time I open my eyes, that's when they got up.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If I'm screaming there's a person, that's when you close them.
Yeah.
I'm in front of you. So.
Yeah. Mm.
Another good thing is to close them when I scream, except then you miss most of it, because I think I probably screamed the entire time.
You did.
Except when I was choking.
Yeah. I thought you were going to have a heart attack because you were choking. At one point, her shirt, I'm pretty sure,
was
like
practically off. Like, she had my shirt, like, all the way up here, and I was like,
I mean, it was a sweater, so it was very flexible.
It was.
So
it was very, yes, as opposed to those inflexible fabrics.
Yeah. Her entire outfit could have came off within one swoop.
The pants could have been
that.
Okay.
You know, I mean,
and then the inappropriate closeness.
Had you fell, I would have gone down and just sat there.
If we would have fallen, that was my biggest fear, because I wore stupid shoes, Wiley, and then I had those pants on, and I was like, if I fall, I'm not getting up. Like, I will not get up.
No, there's no way. Somebody will have to carry me out of here, and not somebody in a creepy mask. Somebody like.
Even if they
an EMT.
Yes. No, I'd be like, no, you're one of them. Like, I probably would have stayed.
Yeah.
The end. Like, that was it.
A couple times you kept seeing people go through emergency exits, like workers, and I could feel her hesitate, like...
I wanted to go. I was like, this is the thing that stopped me from following that first guy, because you're in this horrible place where horrible things are happening. Maybe not for real, but in my head.
Yeah.
And,
well, in my head, they can.
Yeah. Then this dude opens a door to, like, heaven. It's like, oh, white light.
Yeah.
And it goes away like that. And I was like, ooh, I see a door. But that door was, like, 10 feet away from Amber, and I wasn't letting go. If I could have steered her.
Because there should be something in between there and the door. I mean, there would be.
And a couple times I yelled, I can't do this anymore. And she was like, yes, you can.
Yeah, she was like, in her head, she was like, I just need to get them out, because... they might pass out at this point.
I was gonna die.
Yeah.
It was serious.
I mean, and at the end, I kept saying, how much longer is this thing? Because my haunted house is back home.
From day 2, like from room 2. She was like, is this thing almost over? And she's counting staircases. Like, that's 3. Do we have to go back up? Do we have to come back down? I'm like, I don't know.
We kept going down, and it kept getting hotter.
Except what happened was, because of the way the building was, we went upstairs, we went up a ramp, then we went upstairs, and then we went upstairs down. So it was like all down mostly.
Yeah, which kind
of confuses the hell out of you.
Yeah, because I was like, how the hell am I going to get out of this place?
But actually, staircases are a good thing. Like, now that I'm looking back at it, because they can't scare you on staircases, because if you die, then you're liable.
The first staircase we were walking down, there was a security guard, like, hey, you guys take your time. And as soon as they said that, Sonya kind of like...
every staircase, I was like, wait, let me breathe. Let me put my pants back up. Let me get my hair out my
There's
trachea.
one point in the hallway where you were like, is there somebody in here? Is there somebody in here? And then you just kind of like, okay.
I said, because it was like, okay, hold on.
I mean, she could be topless at that point.
Like this. And shaking the whole time. So when we got into that area, I was like, Amber was like, I think you can relax. I'm like, check it. Is there somebody in here? Check it. And she was like, no, really. And I was like, okay. And I kind of like let Amber get a foot ahead of me.
There were walls, and then every time we would walk past, there was like windows, and I knew as I was walking past, there would always be somebody. And then that bubble thing, like...
it was a womb type situation.
Yeah.
Like being born twice. They were like...
yeah, there was 2 of them that had to go through.
There was a white one and a black one.
Oh, I didn't know they were different colors.
That first one was white.
Oh, I knew the white one.
The second one was all black.
But I guess I didn't open my eyes, because
That's what happened. No, it was like all, like, it was like a spacewalk without the space. Like, it was air compressed, like plastic, so you had to get through
like a lot of people on the other side touching you.
See,
that was the best part.
They didn't actually touch me, because I thought they would, and they didn't. But I could see their hands, like, in the fog of the...
maybe it was good that I lost my contact, because everything was a little shifty.
It probably was good. I don't know.
Nothing was quite in focus. Yeah, however, if I would have lost you guys, then...
Actually, if we would have lost you, I would have died, because I would have thought you got killed.
Right?
I would have died. I think I kind of, like, I'm probably not going to live.
I mean, at one point we were tempted, like, maybe we should just do this by ourselves, because Amber had to work in the morning. And
no,
there's no way. There's no way.
Would not be happening. We would not.
We would have died. We would have been in the emergency room.
It would have been like, kids, your parents didn't, full scale investigation. Like somebody stole them. No, we're still sitting in the bubble room.
Yeah, I would have
That
stopped.
was like that was my favorite
That was
part.
the safest place.
It was the safest place.
Because you couldn't see them. And I was okay not seeing them. However, you couldn't breathe very well. Because it was on you.
I had hair down my throat, so I couldn't breathe anyway. I was like,
that was the only part that he, like, got up behind me. But every time, because he was so far back that I thought it was a person, like,
yeah,
trying to take me away.
Amber grabbed my hand, and I was like, ah! She's like, it's me.
Yeah.
Whew. It was good.
It was, yeah.
It kind of made me want to do another one.
I don't know if we could survive the House of Shock.
No.
We
need to find another Disney one.
Yeah.
Disney
is,
Disney? Really?
That's a long one to go through.
It was like 45 minutes.
It was a lot of time.
No, it's probably like half
an
hour.
And they only let, like, 4 people in at a time, and they wait till you got up the stairs.
Creepy.
And you go slow, and you have to watch a movie at first. And
where the guy from outside is in it.
Yeah. He came up to the door with us, and I thought...
I was like, motherfucker left his post.
Yeah!
And
then he met us outside.
How did you even know? How did you know? Because you're a psycho killer clown. That's how you knew.
At one point, I was, like, behind you, like, pushing you in front of him, because...
I didn't realize, when we first got there, it was indecent. It was horrible how scared I was of that guy.
Yeah.
And,
I thought if everything is like this, there's no way.
No. I don't even know.
Like...
The only reason...
Somebody said, are you scared of clowns? As we were walking in, and I was like, fuck, he's gonna follow us. Oh.
Yeah, because he came up to the door. Okay, so as you're getting your tickets, he's there, like, making statements and getting all up in your ear and stuff. And it's scary. And then we left, and I'm thinking, we're good now.
Yeah, we can.
And Amber keeps moving me, and I'm like, what the hell? And she's like, just move. And I'm like, well, all right.
And then I'm screaming that he's coming.
But when she said he's coming, I thought it was, like, somebody else. Like, I didn't realize it was him.
No, he was, like, you had red hair, he had red hair, and he was like, Dad, I'm going to take you, make babies, and they're going to be horrible.
Little redhead. Psycho babies.
He was making these noises. And, like...
Noises men shouldn't make.
No.
Or maybe, I don't know, it's been a while, but if they make noises like that, it's scary, so.
Yeah, he wanted your fingernails and your toes and your...
He had one of those dentist things to take teeth out, an extractor, and he got my finger. He touched my finger.
I thought he was gonna, like, suck on your ear at one point, because he was
in my ear.
And after we had walked away, we thought we were good, and she's like, my ear is wet. Like, it's wet. And Amber's like, did he put his tongue in your ear?
I don't think it was his tongue. I think it was his, like, I don't know, it could have been his tongue.
And Amber's like, that's
not
okay.
No. He was like, you're pretty. I'm gonna take you. Ah!
Yeah. He knew that you were terrified. So
crap of him.
He was
he followed us all the way to the door, which caused an issue because there were stairs, and I had to look to see the stairs, but he was there.
Yeah.
That was a problem. And then, he knew.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he could hear us. I'm pretty sure the cops outside across the street could hear us. Like,
I didn't feel like I was that loud.
I ran to the car. Because he followed us.
I had heels
off
on.
the premises into the gravel. And I was like, nope, done. I would just keep walking.
And the streets down here are less than quality.
Right. And you had to walk slower. And you're like, why is he coming?
I have these on. And my pants, which have been pulled down pretty good. And I'm trying to fix my shirt, which is kind of up. And then that dude appears. Because I'm, at the very end.
Yeah.
We
kept seeing exit signs, so I kept thinking...
black.
Yeah, you can't see nothing.
And then you open a door, and you think you're opening to leave, and you go into a little room where there's a creeper with a chainsaw.
Yeah, because Amber went to open the door, and she knew it was the exit, so she goes, you know what's at the end of every haunted house? I think she was trying to prepare us. Because we know what's coming.
Anticipation is the worst. You can't...
but we know that there's going to be somebody.
Person, Ashley didn't respond well to that. So.
No, I ran.
She ran.
I was done. As soon as I felt cold outside and saw a creepy clown guy, and then he kept coming, nope.
Well, the chainsaw
I could have done the half marathon at that point.
Me right out. Yeah, right out. And so I'm already stumbling and, like, falling.
like,
I am, like, falling. And then the clown dude showed up.
there.
inappropriate. And the only other thing we need to talk about is, did you have your eyes open? Did you hear that?
Dog.
Wiley, we're videoing here, dude. The only other thing is, did you have your eyes, like, the one eye open during the bodies hanging?
Yes. And at that point, my shoes were kind of slipping. And I'm like, holy shit, somebody's actually been killed in here. There's blood all over the floor. And we're going to meet us.
Like, they had 2 hallways. First, you passed them up on the other side, and you saw bodies hanging.
Yeah, but they were going back and forth.
Yes.
And
yes,
Sonya's like, do we have to go through this? And Amber's like, yes. And Sonya's like, no. And Amber's like, yes, we do.
Well, Amber didn't want to either. She was like, oh, creepy, what am I doing? And I'm like, are we going through this? And she was like, I think we are. And I
thought they were people that could, you know, I mean, had they been able to...
Well, the first room, they weren't. The first room, they were like fake bodies wrapped up on chains going back and forth. And then you go through a hallway of like body parts. And they like put that plastic like freezer door up and everything was really cold, like you were really in it. And then there's another hallway with bodies, 2 of which are still fake, and 1 is a real dude wrapped in plastic. That is when I started screaming, it's a person? Did you not? Oh my God, because he was on that side. So
yeah, everything on this side I couldn't see at that point. Like, werewolf guy was on this side, so I couldn't...
There was a person hung up, like, in the plastic, just like the bodies, only, like, he would, like, move himself and look and kind of, like, undulate at you.
There was a girl tied up in a chair.
That's not appropriate.
Tied up in a chair.
And at one point, with the cage on her head?
Yeah, and I had my eyes closed, and the guy, creepy scientist dude, was like, "Open your eyes. That's what you pay us for." And I was like,
I heard that.
Nope. Mm-mm.
When he said that, I started hopping too.
Yeah, you were like a jackrabbit. Every time like a loud pop went off, you were like.
Because there's just a certain amount of fear your body can take, and at 5'2", it's about 5'2" amount, and then anything
mine's like
over,
4 foot, like
anything over. Well, mine was probably a little bit like mine was like 5'4" because I had Amber I was holding on to.
Right?
Like, yeah. What?
And I was at the end, and it was.
But that once you get here, 2 inches above, that's 5'4". Let's do that. Yeah. Once you get there. The fear has to go somewhere so that I don't have a heart attack, and I hopped it out.
Yeah,
That's what I mean... Since I couldn't run because I didn't wear tennis shoes, I hopped. And I was like, I hope I don't get Ashley's toes.
Before we even got inside, my heart was like...
Until we got there.
And then he said, go up the stairs, and I said, oh, there's going to be something at the top.
Was there? I don't even remember. No, not right away. They kind of gave
we turned and there was...
We were like scared to die.
Well, I don't think they can put somebody right at the top because then we just topple back down.
Yeah. Yeah, and they kind of give you like a moment of rest. I think it's like anticipation, and it's also letting other people get a little further ahead.
Yeah, and watching that thing. I think because we were probably so amped up about the dude on the other side of the door that they needed to like bring us back down.
Yeah, they were like, these bitches are already about
they're
to die.
Already, yeah, like... And at some point...
Nothing ruins a Halloween haunted house like a bitch having a stroke.
Yeah. And Amber, we walked by that window with the cemetery, outside. And Amber's like, look!
That's the real cemetery.
And we're like, we don't want to look! Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I've seen it. Go!
It's like an actual mortuary, 100-year-old funeral home. And Jared behind us is like, I can't believe I used to bring actual bodies in here. I'm like...
Yeah.
Mother of God.
The thing is, if you're going to do a haunted house, New Orleans is still the place to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's killer. Because the House of Shock is located, first of all, they do a whole big carnival of Satanistic stuff, which is horrible.
But we know how many rooms we have to go through, so we could count. Like...
The fuck you say? I could not have counted. You could have told me...
Not that one. I knew we had to go through 3 flights of stairs, so at the basement, I knew we were almost done.
Yeah, but you were like, do we have to go back up?
Yeah, I didn't know.
And also, we actually wound up going up and down several different little stair areas.
Yeah.
We just went down
and those
3 flights.
Things, and the guy kept saying to keep going, and I was like, I mean...
Yeah. The ground moved.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll my ankle, bitches, because I have heels on.
That was a bad decision. I totally said you should wear them, and then...
But in the car, I was like, I'm regretting this choice, and they were like, no, you're fine, just go. And I have shoes in the car. That's like if someone would have said, "You're right," I would be like, "Oh, let me get this shoes out the bag."
I mean, and now we know for next time.
Yes,
at
we
least.
do. Yeah.
I mean, that was a good arrangement, though.
It was.
I mean, you should probably wear more, maybe like a sports bra, though.
I will.
So
if we go do the next one, I'm gonna wear a sports bra with a with a racer back, so you can just have.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I was like,
shirts.
my face was like,
that's fine. I have scoop back shirts, and I'll let you pick my perfume since you're gonna have to breathe it. And you can just like hold on and ball up.
Yeah, I was not letting go.
I just don't have a lot of hair. Like I don't have a lot of thick hair, so whenever
yeah,
she
you
got
should
my
have put it
hair,
up.
I was like, oh wait.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Yeah, me
like,
either. No, me either.
No, I mean,
And
now
at
we're
one
more
point,
prepared.
we went past Amira, and I'm like, ooh, that bitch is scared. Like she's straight up.
Did she realize it was her?
I was like, oh, she's terrified.
But that room that we had to go around and then back around, we didn't think we were going to have to go in it, but we ended up having to go in it. I saw that other kid, the other couple that came in after us, and the dude has his girlfriend, like, shoving her in front, and I'm like,
we went to a
first
house.
off, I would break up with you the second we got out.
You're the man. You know what I said to
Absolutely
Amber?
not.
I said it like twice during this. Like, I said, baby, this is so sexy because now I know when the apocalypse comes and the zombies get us, you're going to fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's how she was like,
I mean,
okay,
she
babe.
knew that it was,
She was on it. She was good.
But in most of the room, she was like, this is so cool. Look, this is so cool. I was like,
And
oh
she
my
was
God.
laughing.
Yeah, I think they were like a little mad because she was laughing. So, but they weren't going to get up to her because I think they knew that she might like
punch him.
cut a bitch. So
Yeah.
they were attacking the other
razor blade
two
out of her
girls.
hand.
Yeah, they were attacking the other two girls who were in an army crawl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ashley said I would sit down on the floor. I said, no, you wouldn't, because I'd crawl under you. You'd be sitting on me, because I'd be, like, under you. There's no...
Oh.
It was crazy.
Mm-mm.
Good stuff.
It was good.
It was. We have a half marathon on Saturday.
We do.
I'm actually surprisingly less scared now. I feel like I got that out of my system.
You were
last
like
night.
cleansing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting. Are you going to take pictures and stuff?
Beforehand.
But not during the run?
I mean...
I don't know. You only have to do it one way, since we're doing a lot of, like...
Oh, yeah. 1 and 1. I don't have a cool fanny pack like you do. Mm.
Fanny pack.
She has a fanny pack.
It's a runner's belt.
It's a fanny pack.
It's a fanny pack.
At least it's not like
It's a
neon
stream
orange, you know.
I wanted the neon yellow. I wanted the neon
The
yellow.
nylon, like, orange.
No, it's not
80s.
nylon. Well, it
Yeah.
might be nylon.
No, you know that
It's
fabric
like-
that I'm talking
it's
about.
polyurethane or something like that.
Probably
like it's
'cause when you
made to
sweat.
cut through the air, so you just like a shark. That's true.
Like a shark.
It makes me feel like a real runner to have a fanny pack.
Have a fanny pack.
Now I need some sports beans.
From what? Oh, what is that?
They have sports jelly beans. They're Gatorade jelly beans,
Oh,
but they give you the poops.
that's appropriate. To be running. She doesn't poop in public, so
I don't.
that might, or pee for that matter, so that might be an issue. I mean, we could have pooped our pants last night.
That is one
A few
time
times when you were
pooping in
screaming,
public is okay.
I had to pee, right? And I should have peed beforehand, but I did not. And at one point she was screaming, and it kind of made me laugh a little bit, but then I had to pee more, and so I was like,
Yeah, okay. I was so terrified. The other girl who was terrified thought it was
I
funny.
wouldn't open my eyes, so I didn't know what you were screaming at.
See, I watch horror movies a lot like this.
Right?
I do watch.
Well, I was going like this.
I know, I felt so bad for you when you got out and you're like running away from that clown like
I
this.
couldn't see. I realized as I got out and it was like regular air that it wasn't just like cloudy in there and that I had actually lost the contact.
Oh, it's not a fog machine.
Probably from the crying and the hyperventilating.
I was
It
crying.
just
I cried.
escaped
Did
me.
you cry?
It was.
I cried.
There was a little tears happening.
I thought so. You had a little bit, like, because we were a little runny afterwards.
We were
I
sweaty
straight up
and
cried.
like, yeah.
But my eyebrows stayed on.
Mhm. My eyebrows stayed on.
Yes, but yours a professional.
My lipstick was a little bit, because
I didn't wear lipstick because I knew I would stain whatever shirt Amber wore.
yeah,
I was up on it.
yeah, I was like,
Amber kept going, look. I'm like, I am. Walk.
I am.
Like,
Yeah.
how? Here's my thing. No matter what you think you feel, and you
I
think
just
I'm
thought
not
Amber
looking,
was so,
I'm screaming
like-
in person. Obviously, I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm on lookout. I'm doing it from
She
back
was-
here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Person.
The thing
Like,
is, I can handle it
what
if
next?
they're only on one side of me, but every room we went in, it was like a different side that you had to watch out for.
It was double-sided in a bunch of them.
Yeah. Like, you think it was a wall. It wasn't.
The other thing is, see, when I, like...
And they could follow you, and, like, because they knew how to get through. So we saw a couple people, like, 3 or 4 times. And I'm thinking, we're never going to get out.
Where the fuck are you coming from?
We're going in circles.
This is not okay.
At one point in that wall thing, we had to turn around. And I was like, no, we don't. No, go through the exit. It's fine.
That was the only point.
Knock down the door.
Yes. It's plywood, baby. Kick it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Back
You're strong.
I was a karate master when I was 8. I will kick this bitch.
Yes. I mean...
I'll break my ankle. But we'll get out.
Yeah, we will get out. Because that's the only thing that my head thinks is, like, there is an actual serial killer with a machete chopping people up, and nobody will know. They don't have your names. They don't know who walked through there. They have no idea. So if you never come home, and if they take your entire group, like...
Oh my god, I didn't think about the whole group.
If they take everybody? Well, they wouldn't need to take this kid, because he didn't even care.
Then it would be like one of those psycho movies where, like, you just watch your friends die in, like, a crazy house.
Yeah, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I walk in and you're hanging.
Or in New Orleans, on every block, there's at least one still dilapidated house that's empty. So you don't even have to take us far.
No.
Just get us to one of those, and nobody's going to hear us screaming because there's a house where people are paid to do that right next door.
Yeah, I mean, that entire street could have been... Take us in the basement. Hide us in another room.
Take us to the graveyard. People could be watching it and thinking it's part of the show. Oh, look how...
Yeah.
That bitch is really running. Oh, no, she's not. She just fell because of her heels and giant pants.
I mean, I ran to the car. Because he kept coming. He was in the street.
He was like, don't kill yourself, little lady. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You were like, I will tuck and roll. It is fine.
It was psycho.
No,
We didn't take pictures, though.
Well, how can you take pictures?
You can't take pictures, though. We didn't. I'm just saying. And we didn't take a whole bunch of the insectarium.
No.
We took a lot at the zoo.
Yeah, there will be a lot of pictures at the zoo. I took a lot at the aquarium.
She did. Hence the...
I didn't know it was that long of a vlog. It's like 15 minutes of pictures. And there's no music on it either, so you're just silently watching.
To watch Ashley's silent picture vlog,
and
please
I didn't
put the
even
music of your choice.
Yeah.
Remember that it's an ethereal theme of underwater. You might want to go with, like, Ariel's or... Look, see, you got red hair.
Yeah.
Or you could do any of those things.
Yeah, you know, I mean...
You could put on a little hip-hop if you want.
Amber said she doesn't want to go to the House of Shock last night.
Yeah, Amber was like, I can't do this. My wife has been going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, or 5:30 in the morning, so she gets up at like 4:45.
We didn't get back here till like 11:30.
And she needs 8 hours. Oh, she a bitch.
So she's gonna be cranky today.
Yes, she was already cranky. And I made her a lunch with lots of snacks, and I was like, babe, look. And she was like, because we had to pick the friend up, and it would have been way out of our way to bring her home, let her go to sleep, go back out. So I was like, I will bring you Subway if you come back with us. And she was like, all right, whatever. So then today when I'm handing her lunch, I'm like, listen, I know you're really going to be snacky because you're tired, so I tried to give you lots of snacks. Mm-hmm. She was like, you're supposed to bring me Subway. I was like, I plan on bringing you Subway. This is extra, ho.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we did a workout last night because, like, my butt cheeks were clenched the entire time.
Abs.
Like, yeah.
When you're like this and hopping, just do it. Just
yeah, I mean,
it's rough.
It was bad.
And I did it. 30 minutes. And I was in heels.
Every room, I was like, is this the last one? There has to be.
Because she kept saying, is it over? I'm like, I don't know, Ashley.
I mean, I've only been to ones that are like 5 minutes, you know. You're in, you're out, you're done.
They're in my little town. They used to have these people who would put one together in, like, they have a lot of shotgun houses, so, like, the lots and stuff are long. Mm-hmm. So what they'll do is take their, like, between, like, if they had that alley done, and they cover it in black plastic, and then they decorate the inside in different rooms, right? Uh-huh. There was this one we went to, and it was, like, in one part, they make it to where it's, like, a tunnel. Now, they're not making as much money as this place, but it was a lot like the walls that we had to walk through, so it was really small. The whole group at that point decided, you go first, no, you go first, no, I'm not taking another step, you go first. And 8 of us got stuck there, and we just stayed there. But it's a home one, so it's not like there's emergency exits built in or security coming to get you. We just chilled until enough people backed up that they realized that something had happened.
And you had to go.
And the dude who owned the house was like, everybody out! Like, hey. And you might think that was a waste of money because we only got half the house done, but I was thoroughly terrified. And if that's what you pay for,
yeah,
good job.
I mean, I was thinking, because it was like $15. We got a discount or whatever because there's more of us.
Usually $25. I would have paid $25 for that.
I would have paid $25 for it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's kind of a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Seriously. I also didn't know I was terrified of clowns. Which apparently I am.
I mean, okay. I'm not terrified of like, cute little clown.
Yeah, like if you're like.
But he's
I'm
like,
cool.
he's like giant. First off,
He's a big dude.
You can look. He's on the webpage.
The Mortuary.
The Mortuary. He's on the webpage. Yeah. I mean, he's sitting there chilling.
Link below.
Yeah.
You can go look
Link
at him.
is below.
He's there. And all his big, real life.
He's huge.
Scary.
And just, they're not afraid to get.
They get on you. I think that their rule is that they can't, like, grab you.
But they can.
But they can, like, body you. And, like.
And touch. Yeah. And like.
Don't you pull me.
And when they're so close to you, that means you have to push past them.
That's what they do. They get in your space to where you have to touch them to get through.
Yeah. And I mean, we were cornered in that room.
I feel like that's kind of been the rules.
Yeah.
We were totally
cornered,
stuck.
and Amber at that point like put her hands up like,
just go.
I mean, you need to stop because
she said only one person actually backed up.
The witch doctor was like, "Oh, okay."
And the other person stopped moving.
Yeah.
But I had to like that fuzzy dude. I had to like physically like touch. I actually let go of Amber when I realized we were gonna have to like get that close to him.
Stopped, yeah.
I had her like, well, I didn't let go. I extra grabbed, like I went from my normal over the arms to like around her neck with this arm, and I pushed like that while we walked by him because he was like there.
Yeah.
And it was like, no.
They were not moving.
happening. That's not happening. And that little creepy ring midget thing.
She just kept going like this. And I was like, no.
Like that.
No.
Like, you know what? When you have back problems, I'm gonna laugh. Because this is where you should have backed up. I wonder if she ever just misses the table.
Could you imagine?
Goes from a really good show to a really hilarious show.
To a really...
Like the goblin just face planted.
A bad night.
Yeah.
And Amber drank, like, some wine before we went in.
A little bottle
you know?
of wine.
And, like... but she was laughing. And so I think they thought, well, we can't scare this chick, but we can scare the two girls behind them.
I think they also understood that she was laughing because we were freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, because she was like, I didn't want to upset them. I'm like, I don't think they were upset. I think that they thought it was pretty hilarious.
That
to
we
get
were
that
like,
close to people.
Yeah.
I had a headache. This morning I woke up and I was like, I'm so drained.
Like, I know. You're, like, emotionally wasted.
That's like a near-death experience.
It is.
It's like, I just knew I was going to die, like, at least 17 times. Like,
I was convinced. I was convinced when we went through those body things that one of them was going to take me away and I'm never to be seen again.
Well, I'm surprised. Like, you're probably lucky you couldn't see that dude. When I saw him, I'm like, body. Amber was like, I know.
I know. Every time she'd be like, person! As loud as possible. There's a person!
Because I wanted them all to know that one wasn't fake.
And then I would open my eyes and they would stand up.
That's, well, like, yeah, I mean, that's, but kind of like Ashley's, is it over yet? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, person! And
we just kept going.
I get it.
They just kept coming.
And I'm like, how do you know where we're going? She's like, I'm just going.
Yeah. I would have gotten lost in there because there were so many times where
here's why
we
could not have done it right now. I will tell you. I'll put it out there.
Who would have gone first?
At 43 minutes. I will put it out there. This is why we couldn't have. Because there were some places where it was just a room. So, like, and you would have, like, a table set up with a person, like that lady. They had a lady with a head cage screaming and begging you to help her.
Yeah.
And they had, like, a person moving around.
Thank God
crazy.
he didn't get up.
No.
And, like, he stayed behind his table.
Yeah, but he was there. Like, he was, like, talking.
I wouldn't have gone through.
But you had to navigate the room. Like, you had to go in and have your eyes open enough to look for the exit, and walk between these people and find the next stage.
That's the thing. Like, I'm okay as long as they're always on one side of me,
like
and I
it's
know
a hallway.
and I know that there's never going to be anything here. But when these start opening and there's like, you know, shadows and corners and windows and things.
You have to look.
Yeah.
Like, you have to look to navigate. And that's why we could not have done that.
And 50% of it, we weren't
I could have done one where my eyes were closed and I groped my way. But, like...
I wouldn't put my hand out to touch things.
They probably would touch you.
Yeah.
That guy tried to take
or,
your
like,
fingernail.
Grabbed you in. Oh. Could you imagine if you had to go through one by yourself? Like, you were forced?
I'm definitely, like, I really, really want, like, I'm convinced I want to do, like, an Amazing Race or, like, an endurance type of challenge. But if they had anything like that, like, let's say it was like, oh, we're doing an Amazing Race. Hey, you're going to do, like, this haunted house. I think I'd have to be like, sorry, whoever my partner is, I climbed the fucking mountain and,
If it was Amber, I think you could go through it.
Yeah, but Amber is not sporty, so she wouldn't.
Yeah, but like if the haunted house, I think you could.
I mean, if it was Ashley, we could do everything else, but not the house.
Yeah,
no,
we
Amber,
wouldn't.
I could totally do that.
We would hire boys.
Yes.
UFC fighters.
I'm telling you right now, because you know the Amazing Race takes you all around the world. If they were like, there's this like crazy haunted house in Cabo, we'd be finding some hunky little Cabo dudes and saying, listen, this is the time where it's totally appropriate to put yourself on me, because I'm going to put me on you.
Yeah.
And we're going to go through.
Yeah.
As one.
As one person.
And I don't mean you and I, sir. I mean all four of us are going as a human sandwich.
That's the thing. Like,
that was the goal. That's why we imported the next guy. And Jared's big. If he would have done it, like,
I know. If
he's a really polite guy, and I get that. But like, he's big.
Amber should have explained, like, look, this girl is
like, you're basically here to press it on her with clothes.
That's it.
Congratulations.
That's all.
You won a lottery. You never have to call. You just have to.
No calling needed.
That's right.
Just one night. That's all.
One night.
45 minutes.
Maybe two if you do your job good, because you might go to another one.
Right? Woo!
That was it. But, yeah, so it was supposed to be like a, you know.
I mean, Amber needs to find maybe a friend that's inappropriate close.
I think if we told him that.
Yeah.
And then he spent the day with, like, a night with you, I think he'd be okay with it. Just
realizing that, this girl might pee herself.
Jared left Ashley!
Yeah, we rounded a corner and he was not behind me.
That's
he
because
was
that
back here.
Started talking to him.
Yeah, he was back here and he thought it was
hitting
all funny.
on the ghouls.
Yeah.
Don't hit on a ghoul.
He thought it was funny because he's worked in the place before, so he knew it, you know?
He's all like, I played with real dead bodies.
But he didn't think it was scary. And then he scared me.
Yeah, we caught up with it.
Because Sonya's like, he's gone. And then he goes, raw. And
Amber was like, that was wrong.
That was very wrong.
It's kind of funny looking back at it. It's like a car accident. Like, you know how you get in a car accident and it seems like boom, 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 and like, but then when you start thinking about it, you have all these memories, like, this. It's like going back, like at the moment, I have no idea how your brain is an amazing thing, because I have so many processed memories, and I was so aware of so much going on around me, and at the time, I was almost completely unaware of anything other than how scared I was.
Right. Your fear level is so intense.
I got in the car and I thought, I hopped. Like,
yeah, you were like,
the hopping was completely involuntary.
Yeah, I mean, there was loud and like,
because they would do these like shock noises and like lights would kind of go off
and like balloon popping things and like.
You gotta pop a balloon. That's so simple and yet so scary.
It's terrifying. And that last room was it was pitch black, so you had no idea what you were walking into. And I think, when things are pitch black, I tend to open my eyes really big, like I'm gonna see more of it, which is wrong. And Amber knew it was the end, so she needed to prepare.
And that's what they did, was they put you into like the darkest room where like light just slowly starts to fade away, and there's a door, so you think that you're going out at the end,
but
like,
you're not.
But no, it's actually like a little corridor. Like the dude with the chainsaws, and he was creepy. I can't believe you missed him. He was.
Well, he was on the left, so
he was on her blonde side.
Who thinks that you're going to lose the damn contact?
Football
you're going
reference. Okay, sorry. Such a dyke.
Oh, it was good though. I think after that I couldn't possibly go. I mean, I could go through the House of Shock only if somebody wants to be inappropriate.
The House of Shock.
But if I'm by myself again, I don't think
it disturbs me on a spiritual level.
Like, yeah, because they play with your head. Like,
that's
there's so much Satan that they put into it. Like, rooms in the Church of Satan, and like somebody is
And
hanging
Satan's
up there as if it was.
And Satan, yeah, like that. It disturbs me on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
But the Mortuary scared me like on a good like, damn, that was a scary movie.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones. I watched a movie one time.
I got
with, like,
scared though. Cause
what?
The bird?
No, it was a bird bad guy. Like, they were, like, driving around out, and, like, it was, like, this weird monster bad guy, and he had, like, you know, like, black feathers. Yes!
You have no idea what it is, though.
The cheesiest, stupidest, most cliche, scary movie, and I damn near peed my pants.
Because you don't know what it is, and he eats other people.
We're making a video.
He eats people.
Yeah, no, and I like this. This is how I watch movies like that. So you might sit next to me and laugh at the horrible costume, but I didn't see the horrible costume. I saw a flash of something scary,
he eats people. He eats their heads.
I don't even know what he does. I just know it's scary.
It's unacceptable.
Like this, it's just scary.
It's terrifying.
So. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what the Mortuary was. Only I don't think they were that cheesy. I think they were actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it was...
They played the lights well. Because it wasn't like... At one point, I think there was a strobe or whatever, but through most of it, you could actually see stuff. He's like, I'm bored and I want to play, guys.
Yeah, you could actually see stuff. You were able to see, but without it being, like, bright. It was good.
Be nice, Wiley.
He bit my butt. Ridiculous. He's like, you girls been talking for a while. All right. We're done.
Go away.
So, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to put up this hour-long vlog. 51 minutes, Ashley.
I mean, it's a lot to talk about.
It is. And we could probably keep going. We
Just
will.
about.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, go make breakfast.
Yep.
And we'll vlog again. Probably after the half marathon.
Bye.
Bye.